What's up, firefighters? In today's video, I want to talk to you about how you can differentiate your essay from the essay of everyone else. In the previous video, we talked about how you can organize your essay, right? And I told you to talk about various perspectives from a political, social, economic perspective. Now, this time I want to show you how you can show the examiner that you are different, that you're thinking. And what you need to do is that after you have presented the various perspectives in your essay, you need to take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and question the question itself. Now, what do I mean by question the question itself? Say, for example, we use the question that we used just now, which was modern technology improves the quality of people's lives. How far do you agree? Right? We talked about various different perspectives, whether or not it did, whether or not it did not. But what we did not question was whether or not modern technology had the ability to improve people's lives by itself. Is it really modern technology that is the one that is the determinant? It all depends on modern technology. It might not be the true determinant of whether the quality of our lives improve, right? Because after all, modern technology is non-living. It does not have a mind of its own. It's not going to put a gun to your head and say, use this technology for the good of mankind, or use this technology for the bad of mankind, use it to create war and weapons and destruction. What it is that it's just an inanimate, it's a non-living thing. It's something that humans can use. So what you need to do towards the end of your essay, towards the conclusion, is that you need to question the question and convince the examiner that actually you are a thinking student. You can ask questions. You can say things like, are we really being affected by modern technology? Are human beings not the ones that put modern technology to good use or bad? Whether or not modern technology improves the quality of our lives actually really depends on how human beings choose to use modern technology, right? So, for example, let's discuss another question. Let's discuss the question, money can be a good servant but a bad master. Now, a lot of people think that, money is evil, there's the saying, the root of money is evil, of all evil is money, right? But is that really true? So in your essay, you can talk about the various perspectives, you can talk about how money can be a good servant, it can be used to do good things. Look at Bill and Melinda Gates, right? And the foundation that they created, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Look at all the good that it is doing in the world today. That makes money a good servant, right? Bill Gates is the richest man in the world, and he's using his money to serve, to create a better world for the rest of his mankind, his brethren, right? Now, on the other hand, money can also be a bad master, because sometimes money can be, it instigates people to do evil things, like rob a bank or do something bad, like start a war or something, right? In 1939, 1942, when the Japanese decided they wanted to come down and conquer Malaysia and Singapore, the reason why they were doing so was because they were lacking in resources and they were looking for more resources to expand their empire. In that case, money would have instigated them to do something bad. So money in that case would be a bad master. Then maybe you want to take a look at the question as a whole and see how money can be a good servant and a bad master at the same time, or look at it from the other perspective. But what is really important is that at the end of your essay, you need to question the question and show the examiner that you're a thinking person. You need to look deep into the soul of the question and ask yourself, this question is characterizing money as it gives it somewhat like a human-like quality, right? It is able to serve like a servant. It is able to act like your master and command and control you, right? But we have to ask ourselves the same question that we asked ourselves about technology. Is money living? Does money truly control people? Can money put a gun to your head and say, hey, why don't you go rob the bank tomorrow? Or can money put a gun to you and say, hey, why don't you use all this money to help people like Bill Gates, right? Money is inanimate as itself. What is money? Money is a stored value. It's a currency. It's for transaction, right? Money, it's non-living. It can't really make you do anything. Then what then is the question really? You got to think about that, right? You have to think. Maybe it's not the money that's doing the serving, or it's not the money that's doing the mastering and the controlling. Rather, it is that money is a reflection of human beings' true nature, right? So all these things you have to explicitly discuss as you near your conclusion. You gotta say, you can say things like, if this part is, I'm trying to stimulate you to think. You can say like, if you were already a rich, don't write this in your essay, I'm trying to make you understand something, but basically if you were already a rich person and you were already a generous person, if I gave you more money, what will you do with the money? Is that money going to turn you into a crime lord? I think it's unlikely. I think if you were a generous person at heart, more money is going to make you more of the same person, right? You're going to give more money away. Similarly, conversely, if you were already a very greedy person and I give you more money, it's just going to make you more greedy and just going to hoard all the money to yourself and not use it for the benefit of mankind, right? So with these examples, I have illustrated to you that it's not really the money that is the main issue here. It's really human nature and how we choose to deal with money. So in many of your A-level questions, you're going to find things where you can question the question and you can ask yourself, is it really this thing that is going on, or is it human nature? Many times there's some kind of hidden assumption, or it's just human nature, or it's something outside what is very obvious in the question. So this is the deeper thinking part where you differentiate yourself from everyone else, and you're signaling to the examiner, hey, I'm not just a typical memorize and regurgitate kind of student. I'm a student who can think about what's there, what's not there. I can write it out and I can show you that I'm one cut above the rest, right? So after that, you lead into your conclusion. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Have a nice day.